Hi Duncan.
Hi.
Welcome to TI UK.
Thank you.
What made you want to join the anti-corruption movement?
Jameela, all around the world people are asking why the way things are run doesn't work for them. And when power is abused for private gain, we learn about that and it undermines our faith that those we elect are truly serving the public interest. At the end of the day, when private interests are put first, that diverts resources which could be used on the healthcare and schooling that everyone needs to fulfil their potential. Corruption really is corrosive to society, and it's high time we fought back.
You've come from a background in politics. Can you tell us how your experiences as an MP have influenced your thinking around corruption?
Yes, in my time in Parliament, I got to learn really well how things work here in the UK, but I also travelled and met with policymakers in other countries. And what really struck me both here and abroad was the effect on people when they believe or come to know that talent and endeavour aren't the keys to success that they should be, and that corruption has distorted the playing field. And so it really is important at a time when Britain is seeking afresh its role in the world, that we do so based on a politics that we can trust and building institutions that are resilient to corruption so that everyone has an equal voice.
On the topic of public trust, there were previously some media stories which suggested that you were being looked into as part of the battle bus allegations from the last general election. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, that's right, and it's really important that the rules that govern our democracy are enforced and that complaints relating to them are investigated, in this case by the police. I was obviously very surprised to learn that my campaign was being investigated, understandably, given that the result of that investigation was that the police found no wrongdoing. But you know, those we elect to public office need to accept a heightened level of public scrutiny because of the power that we entrust into them. And so that's absolutely right.
Here at TI UK, we recognise the revolving door as a major issue. Obviously, that's where public officials abuse their power to benefit a past or future employer. Some might argue that given your previous role in government, that scenario applies here. How true is that?
Well, the revolving door certainly is important, and we at Transparency International UK would advise employers to have a policy about the revolving door and the appointments that they make. In my case, I left government nearly 3 years ago. In that time, not just the Deputy Prime Minister, but now the Prime Minister has changed too. So no one is paying for my contacts list. In fact, one of the first things I did after being appointed to this role was to surrender my parliamentary pass as a former Member of Parliament so that there could be no question about privileged access to Parliament for me. This isn't really about private gain. Transparency International UK is a charity. I'm earning less here than I did as a Member of Parliament, and certainly a lot less each day than I was able to earn in my previous work as a consultant. But I'm here because I believe in the cause of fighting corruption and really am committed to being part of the collective endeavour here to fight back against it.
Outside of corruption in UK politics, what do you see as the big issues for us to work on in the future?
Transparency International UK have done some really interesting work understanding the effect of corrupt money coming here to the UK. But it's a very complicated field and there's a lot more work that needs to be done. Understanding, for example, the consequences of that on things like housing, which matter to so many people here. I think we also have to take a long, hard look at ourselves and ask some difficult questions about corruption in politics, about the way the media is run, and looking at corruption in the criminal justice system, for example. So there's lots of work to do, and I'm really looking forward to working with all of the people here on the Transparency International UK team, but also our partners in civil society and all of our supporters in the fight back against corruption.